This one's very interesting. Right? So, how do you combat this feeling before a cat of not having done enough, of having let yourself down? Right? So I go through this frequently. I'll set myself a super ambitious plan where I want to do a lot of things over a 5-week period, and then after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'll be saddled with some form of guilt or regret, which will manifest itself in either a grand whining morning session about the government or the environment or sab aisa hi hai, pura hi kharab hai, or I get angry and irritable and I lash out at my teammates or family. And I do that. And so, at the crux of it all, if I peel off all these layers of angst and impotent rage and all of that, is a feeling of disappointment with myself. The unwillingness to face the stark truth that I didn't turn up, not anything else. And so sometimes it's all right. It's all right. Sometimes just processing it and accepting it and giving yourself grace is a better way of factoring that in than being in denial. So okay, so I had a bad July, bad August, bad September. I'll give myself the best shot. This is who I am. I'm not going to become an extraordinarily disciplined, hyper-focused individual for a 9-month window suddenly, just because I want to crack this exam. It's not going to happen. So my plans and ambition have to factor in my fallibilities and weaknesses. It's all right. That doesn't mean I'm a bad guy. That doesn't mean I'm a jerk. That doesn't mean I'm not capable. That doesn't mean I can't turn up and put fight. So carry the belief that you can change. Carry the absolute notion that some of the bad habits will go, with the acceptance that they're not going to go away in one iteration. With grace for yourself that hey, so I didn't have the best 3 months. I'll pick myself up. I'll put fight again. What you do after this is more material. Being saddled with guilt and feeling of regret and carrying that burden, not worth it. Being in denial about it, not the best strategy. Accepting, giving yourself grace and saying, okay, I still got it. I'll give myself a fantastic chance. If it falls in place, brilliant. There are millions and millions and millions of people who are not freakishly disciplined, who are deeply flawed, but still are successful and do something meaningful in their lives. So it's completely fine. And so, I think of myself as one such, although it annoys some people who are close to me that I'm so happy accepting my own flaws. They're like, no, you can't just say, look, I'm flawed and then get away with it. You're flawed and your flaws bother me. And so you can't be so happy giving yourself a wide berth about everything that you do. But in moments where you have to figure out ways of amping your performance, being utterly cruel on yourself is super counterproductive, not worth it. But to figure out ways of facing the truth, looking at yourself, accepting the mistakes you've made, picking yourself up again and launching yourself. Don't be saddled with regret or guilt. Accept it and then say, hey, nice. So what? Here I come, round 2. And so it's possible and should aim to do that. Best wishes.